Well, we just found ourselves a nice new toy. I don't know much about it. Seller said it was an 83. Yeah, I don't know. It seems like it's in pretty decent shape. Not really all rusted. So far the plastics look okay. I'm not sure on that. The seat looks horrible. I'm not seeing a cover here, and something is missing right there for sure. But wow, that's the choke. Interesting. This is the first time I have ever seen a Kawasaki three-wheeler in person. So yeah, it's got a manual clutch, and I'm not sure exactly. I really look forward to seeing how exactly this rear axle works, because I mean, it looks to be a chain-driven axle that still has a differential though. Oh, the muffler. Wow, look at that. There's not much left of that baby. Otherwise, yeah, interesting little machine. A trailer tongue weight of 50 pounds she can take. Boy, that's not much. But otherwise, yeah, it looks like a pretty interesting machine. First thing I did here was get some air in the tires, because all three of them were flat. So I was froze to the ground. Let's take a peek if that's, yeah. Well, that's working. All right, and it's electric start. Pretty cool. Oh, you know what? I just noticed. See, I'm not sure on these, because the way I was understanding it was that the KLT 250 was the only one that had the front suspension. I don't think that would be true though, because the KLT 250, I think I've got my numbers and letters right there, should have a kickstart. So I don't see one on this. Oh, that sucks. That head pipe is melting the fender a little bit. Ugh. That's really too bad. Otherwise, I mean, so far that's the only defect that I see in the plastic, outside of missing a lid there. Well, let's well, alright, so oh, it's 1 down and 4 up. Yeah, okay, so yeah, she is chain driven. Otherwise, I guess everything looks pretty good. Really, I mean, it looks pretty well taken care of. So I don't know why. Oh, I see. There's a release underneath down here. All right. There we go. And oh wow, you have to take the seat off to fuel it up. Pretty interesting. Yeah, that's obviously not the fuel tank. All right, so I couldn't get the negative clamp on the battery, so I just put it on the brake pedal, whatever you want to call it. So let's see, it's saying what is that? Yeah, well, we're getting on almost a 12, 11.7. I don't know, I think we're just holding out there. I did get some snow off, and I found myself that, so now we know what we got. Let's see, we'll turn the key on here, see if anything. Oh, and the fuel pump's running. Oh, isn't that cool? Wow. Okay, well, in less time than it took to thaw it out, it looks like we're ready to do something here, huh? Clutch in. I am so impressed. That's as far as I'm going to push the issue right now. But really, wow, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. We're gonna see what we got here for a spark plug. See how it looks. See if we got spark, and then we want to check compression. Let's see what size is that fella. 13/16. Okay, that was incredibly loose. Well, let's get a good look at this plug, hey? I think that looks pretty darn nice. I don't know, I think it looks all right. And also by the, looking at that, this plug has probably been around for quite a while. So that really looks pretty good. All right, well, let's see. We'll put that back in there. And let's see if we've got some spark going on. All right. So I'm gonna, let's see, pull in the clutch, which seems like such a strange thing to do on a three-wheeler. Let's see. Okay, I don't really have much juice going on. All right. Okay, well, at any rate, I did see spark. So, I'm sure you guys did too. No need to crank it over 3,000 times. That's all I need to see. So, all right, well, good enough. Well, we spent a couple of minutes here and we found out some good stuff real quick. We have spark. So, we tried to get this going here a while back. The battery just didn't have any juice in it, and we got up to about 60 pounds. I've got a jump pack on it now. I believe we're ready to go with a full jump pack. So let's go ahead and we're gonna turn the key on and see what we can do. All right, here we go. Well, it doesn't seem like I got a whole lot of battery power. But we stayed at 60 pounds even though we had a wide open throttle. Let's see here. Well, I know one thing that could be improved upon here is that we've got like battery cable connection to battery cable connection right here. And then it goes further along to get to the actual negative cable on the battery. So that's if you can see right there, that's two different ends, two cables just being bolted together, and then continuing on to the negative pole on the battery. So all of those things don't help. Having a frozen battery, well, I'm not sure that it was frozen. When we got it in the shop today, it had 8.9 volts. That's not great. And I'm not sure that this is even the right battery. It is kind of on the small side. But anyway, I gotta check and see if this has a compression release mechanism. It very well may. So we'll have to see if that 60 PSI holds. I'm sure with a good battery and everything, up to par, we're probably going to be well over that 60 PSI because we're not turning over very quickly. All right, well, we'll join you when we do have things up to par, and we're going to make that number get higher. Going to get our air filter box opened up here before we go any further with this Kawasaki KLT 200. Let's see, I just took the compression tester out of the cylinder and put a whole bunch of Marvel Mystery Oil down there. Never seen an air box quite like this one. Interesting. It takes its air in right there. That's boy, you don't want to drown this machine. You'll have both your fuel tank and your air intake underwater before you even get to the seat level. All right, well, this really isn't too bad looking. There is, let's see, I can see the boot. You see that that light spot right there? You're seeing air right there through the little dust boot. I see there's a lot of debris, straw, hay, whatever down in there, grass. So somebody's been in there. We'll have to get that air filter off. I'm going to take the box right out and get that all nice and clean. Well, I mean, I'll probably actually take this machine down to bare frame. Why not? Why not? It's fun doing, and hopefully you guys enjoy watching it. All right, well, I'm going to set down the old camera here, and let's see what we can do to get that out. I guess the only place it's attached is going to the carb, because there's a fastener here. That's the only place I see. There is no fastener there, though. All right, sorry, a car just drove down my road. Had to look to see who it was. Well, the boot isn't at all tight on the carburetor, and there's a breather, golly, there's a breather tube that's missing from the carburetor down here. I'll show that to you here in a minute. Let's see. All right, I gotta try to get that breather tube off. All right, okay. Well, the box is in good shape. There's no, oh boy, it did get warm there though. Let's see, make sure you guys can see that. So right there, you'd see it got pretty warm. Yeah, the pipe is right there. I've noticed several things with this machine that are incredibly close to that exhaust. Oh, there's the fuel pump. I'll show that to you here. Alright, there's the fuel pump right there. Nice little electric fuel pump and an oak leaf. Okay, well, I can say for certain that hose is really no good. It's much too long. Right there, it's pretty well kinked, blocking off more than half of the diameter. And it's just begging to get caught on something, rip it off and destroy your fuel tank and probably start a big fire. So yeah, little things like that, we'll go ahead and fix that. Let's see, there's that breather tube coming off the carb that has no hose. That needs to, for safety's sake, I would say. Look at that cute little chain tensioner down there. What a little, gosh. All right, well, there, okay, that'll work. I don't know. Let's see if I can get a decent connection on this. All right, okay, so the battery is hooked up to a jump pack here, so let's see what we get. See if it turns over. If it doesn't turn over fast enough, I'll try something different. Well, it isn't turning over all that quickly. However, I did gain a little more than 20 psi. So you can see there. That pretty well suggests that the top end, or the rings are worn. Having that oil in there is going to raise your pressure. All right, I've got a different jump pack hooked up. Let's see what happens here. All right. Well, I got just below 90. I don't know. Seems like we really aren't turning over that quickly. I would really like to see it quicker than that. I guess having a fresh battery instead of this, which very possibly was, I don't know. I'm not sure it was froze, I guess, because it had, I don't remember, like 8.5 volts, somewhere in there. But I'm sure a fresh battery would really liven things up here. That's awesome. But yeah, wow, I've got headlight and tail light. That is impressive. And how about that little tiny tail light is not busted? That is incredible. Yeah, got a headlight. Very nice. So, sorry about the beeping. I'm sure that's annoying as can be. Well, I would say we got a real nice motor there. Well, I guess I'm not sure where we're going to go from here. I think I'm just going to go right into tear down, and let's get this machine all the way down to a bare frame and get sandblasting and painting.